"Come, Zuar, I have a present for you," my mother said to me. She smiled, but her eyes were sad. I wanted to climb into her lap and take the sorrow from her, but I did not know how, nor why it was there. "You will begin the next level of your training in service to the goddess, following this moon cycle." I nodded, hoping it would be my mother who would train me in the secret ways of the goddess, and that we would be together each day as before. "Will Rebecca still sleep in my room?" I asked. "Yes." She leaned forward and took my chin in her hand. "Take delight in yours, sister priestess, for our lives within these sacred grounds are unique to our kind, and the joy of serving is all the greater when shared." Her hand drifted away and rested on the casket. "Enough of such talk. There will be time enough later," she said to herself. "This is something I wish for you to have, something for you to remember me by, come what may." She flicked back the clasp and opened the casket. Inside, nestled in red silk, curled a silver salamander, its tail caught in its mouth. At the top of the curve, a sparkling silver chain wound through a double loop of braided silver that blended into the salamander's back. I rose to my knees, then dropped back down, a lightness in my head making me feel weak. "Indeed, my darling, it is a gift that can cause one to lose one's breath." My sight clouded, and my mother grew distant. I blinked to clear my vision and saw two women in the same room as we were in now, one young, the other old, both angry. The younger, who looked like my mother, shouted something, then smashed a deep blue crystal goblet to the floor and ran from the room. Somehow, I knew she would come to great harm and began to weep for her. I blinked back the tears, and the room was as it had always been, the two women gone and my mother kneeling in front of me. "What did you see?" she asked, her voice calm but urgent. My head cleared, and I told her about the two women and the feeling I had when the younger ran from the room. She made the sign to ward off evil and said, "Not all seeing comes to pass, Zuar. There are many possible futures and many paths to avoid one and live another." She took my hand in hers, though her eyes looked far away, as if she were seeing what I had seen. "I both fear and rejoice that you have inherited your grandmother's gift of vision."